Hi, everybody. Welcome. Um, so nice to have you all here on our Monday morning for our Vinyasa level 2. And I think I know all of you, but I'm Sarah, and it's going to be my pleasure to guide us through this practice together today. So I'll always start a few minutes and just settle in, and maybe a few more participants will join us. So go ahead and start down on your back, finding a nice, comfortable, reclined position, whatever that looks like for you. Getting nice and steady and stable. And just take a little time to settle in. As you recline down onto your back and find a comfortable space, make sure to adjust through the hips and shoulders so that the lower back has a bit of space, has a bit of space for the breath to expand into. And settle in, relaxing the shoulders, softening the face. You choose where your arms and legs land, but find somewhere that feels comfortable, grounded, and a little space to open. And start to tune into being here by noticing the breath. You might feel it in the chest, in the ribs, in the pit of the belly. You might notice the sensation of the breath coming in the nostrils, the feeling of it in the back of the throat, the experience of the lungs inflating and softening. Take a little bit of time to tune your attention into your breath. And make a conscious decision that everything else outside of your body and your breath for this hour can wait. And that you're to your body and your breath. And with that affirmation, let your body sink heavy into the support of the earth in this moment, inviting in a sense of grounding. Start to take even more attention to the breath. Like it's super important for you to notice how the body is breathing, how the breath is moving. So all of your attention is zeroed in on yourself here. I have found that my yoga practice is even more important for my overall well-being, especially mentally, these days that we're in this time of uncertainty. And reflecting back on all of the most challenging, uncomfortable, and uncertain times in my life, I found that it's just a reaffirmation that everything's always uncertain. Some things catch us off guard, but for the most part, life is always changing. It's actually just the way things work. In the natural world, everything is always changing. So perhaps we can use this time of uncertainty to reinforce and embrace the skill set that we have that brings us back to a feeling of groundedness, not in an external sense, but an internal one. So I'll invite you in our practice this morning to explore how you reconnect to the centering quality of connection within yourself. That everything around us is changing, but somehow we can center in our heart, ground in our breath, and find that sense of peace and equanimity from within. So that no matter what happens around us, we continue practicing grounding and centering within us. Take just a few more slow breaths here to tune into that feeling. Like you could magnify right into the center of your heart and the center of your breath. Accessing that space that the breath originates from and returns to. Accessing that space of deep connection within. center in your heart, and ground in your breath. And recognizing that although we're apart, we can use this platform online and through our practice, connecting to movement and breath in unison, to feel that sense of more expanded connection to each other. And with that, take a few breaths together. Take a slow inhale. Open the mouth and exhale. 2 more. All the way in, expand. And a big sigh out. 1 more like that. Make a little noise. Breathe in all the way to the top. And sigh all that excess breath and energy out. Now tune into the rhythm of your breath. And if you're not already there, go ahead and recline down onto your back. Take a little time to start to move. You could rock the knees side to side, stretch through the arms and the legs. Do something that feels good. And when you're ready, set up for bridge pose. Feet right underneath the knees, hip distance apart, hands next to the hips, and take an extra moment to feel the whole sole of each foot press, connection to grounding. And then take a little time to roll the shoulders back and down together and squeeze the shoulder blades behind you so the chest opens, calibrating to the expansive quality of your breath. And then as you inhale, flood the lungs and lift the hips. As you exhale, slowly let the hips travel back down. Just 2 more like that. Inhale, hips lift, ground your heels firmly. Exhale, hips lower slowly and softly. 1 more fluid movement. Inhale to lift your hips. Exhale to lower back down. This time, inhale, hips lift. Keep grounding the heels. Plug the palms down into the floor so the shoulders press firm behind you. And as you press your left whole foot more firmly, inhale to kick the right leg up to the sky straight above you. Take a deep breath in, lift the hips and the right toes higher. Keep the right leg up. Exhale, lower the hips back down. Just 2 more. Inhale, press the left heel to lift the hips and the right toes point up. Exhale, slowly lower the hips, right leg stays up. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time, inhale, lift, right leg stays up, and then bend your right knee, right ankle to left thigh. Let the right knee wing out to the side. Keep pressing through all 5 toes on the left foot. Inhale, hips lift. Exhale, hips slowly lower, keeping the figure 4 through the legs. 2 more. Inhale, hips lift. Exhale, slowly lower. Feel your left butt cheek squeeze on as you inhale to lift, left heel pressing more. And exhale to slowly lower down. This time, inhale, hips lift. Point the right toes back up to the sky. And then like you're crossing your legs on a chair, right leg crosses over left. Sit your hips down and twist. Knees to the left, arms wide. Feel a little softness return through the centering feeling of being in your body and in your breath. So that no matter what pose comes for the duration of the practice or what situation arises externally, you can reconnect to just being here, your body, your breath, your heart. 1 more breath in. Can you relax a little as you exhale? Unwind the legs back to center, hands next to hips. 1 round of bridge pose. Inhale, hips lift, and pause. Press the heels down, squeeze the butt cheeks on, and kick the left toes up to the sky. Legs straight and strong. Push the right foot more. Inhale, lift. Keep the leg extended. Exhale, hips lower. Inhale, lift. Left toes point high to the sky. Exhale, hips lower. 1 more to lift. Really press the hands, the heel. Exhale, lower. This time, inhale, hips lift, figure 4, left ankle, right thigh. Flex the left toes tight. Press the right heel more, all 5 toes. Lift, breathe in. Exhale, hips lower. Just 2 more, you've got this. Inhale, figure 4, bridge, lift. Exhale to lower. 1 more, push your right heel, lift your hips, pause. Now kick your left toes up to the sky 1 more time. Cross the legs. Sit the hips down. and twist. Arms wide, knees right. Take your full attention to your breath. Recenter, refocus. When everything's moving, changing, how do you get back to just being here in this moment, this breath? One more breath in. Long exhale. As you inhale back to center, give the knees a squeeze. And start your practice with a moment of gratitude. Firstly, that you took the time to be here and connect. Taking the time to practice recalibrating to centering and grounding. What an awesome thing to do with your day. And take a moment to appreciate your body, your breath, your heart. So that as you move through the practice, you reaffirm that sense of gratitude and appreciation. One more breath in. A long exhale. Make your way up to hands and knees, tabletop. You could roll to a side or rock and roll a few times up the spine. Eventually shimmy the knees back under the hips. Drop your hands directly under your shoulders and spread your fingers wide. Take a little time to just move here. You can dip and arch through the spine, opening the chest with the breath in and squeezing the belly button up and in as you breathe out. You might roll the hips or shoulders, lean side to side. Move in a way that feels like it's your opportunity to tune in to the breath and the body working together. Invite in a sense of freedom, that it doesn't have to be a certain thing. It doesn't have to meet certain expectations. Let it change and evolve and move just like you, just like everything in the natural world. Let there be a sense of curiosity, all coming from that sense of connection, centering in your heart and in your breath. Just 2 or 3 more breaths now. And then when you're ready, come back to center. Walk your knees back a little, hands forward a little, until you can gently lower all the way down onto your belly. Point your toes back. Inhale, cobra pose, chest lifts, shoulders roll back, elbows point back. Exhale, forehead lowers. A few more rounds of rolling cobra. You could tent the fingers wide. You could twist side to side. And even notice as you're moving fluidly with your breath, that the more you press the tops of the feet down the whole way through, you're embodying that sense of groundedness, that strength in the lower body, keeping you connected to ground, even as you move fluidly. Take your time, let it feel good. And take just 2 or 3 more rounds. So make sure you balance out if you're twisting. Keep feeling into the breath and the body. And then after your next time, lower down through center. Of course, if you need to balance it out, feel free. And then find your way to child's pose. Butt slides back to the heels. Pause for breath. Stretch through the arms, through the fingers. Let the hips go back as the hands press forward, reaching. One more breath. Inhale, tabletop. Wide active fingers. Every time your hand is on the mat, squeeze it like you love it. And then tuck your toes. As you keep squeezing the fingers, little hand hugs. Start to hover the knees, zip the belly in. And when you arch through the spine, then send your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Finding a space between the shoulder blades, like a width of the armpits curling under, elbows tucking under a little, but a little softness there. As you inhale, rock forward to plank, shoulders over wrists. And as you exhale, slide back to down dog, soft knees, strong core. 2 more. Inhale, forward plank, push the floor away. Exhale, dog, hips lift. 1 more. Forward on the breath in. And back on the breath out. This time, inhale forward to plank, shoulders over wrists. Set your knees straight down, so it's a little bit of a longer position. And then bring your butt back over your knees and soften the tops of the feet down. Walk the hands a little further forward and a little wider. And with the butt staying right above the knees, start to lower your chest or your forehead towards the floor. Puppy pose. With the hips right over the knees, the space is being created across the chest. The upper back is dipping down to find a little bit more space to breathe across the collarbones. Keep the face relaxed, the shoulders softening. And it might feel a bit tender, a bit tense. And at some point in this practice, a variety of poses or situations might feel challenging. So can you find calm in your breath and centering in this feeling of being here in your body and your heart? Take one more really calming breath in. Smooth exhale. Then slide back to child's pose, butt to heels. One breath in. One breath out. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And then with a soft bend in the knees, look forward and take a little stroll, feet to the top of the mat between your hands. Feet hip distance. Hands on shins. Inhale, lift halfway, squeezing your shoulder blades back, puffing your heart forward. Stay a few breaths. To lean a little bit more weight into your toes. To feel the whole soul on both feet, anchor to activate the legs. And as you point your tailbone back and suck your belly in, you've got this leverage to puff forward more through the heart. And keep the back of the neck long, so avoid looking up. You can look forward or down. Take one more really lengthening breath in, weight in your toes. And then exhale to fold forward and release. Inhale, stand, reach all the way up, a big stretch. Exhale, hands to heart and pause. A soft breath in. A slow, steady breath out. As we start to move, one breath, one movement, especially in the familiar poses too, or those that are challenging or confusing, it's always your opportunity to take this moment and practice how you come back to your center. What does that feel like, that centering? Via the breath, via the heart, via the body. Practice recalibrating to your point of centered calm and peace. Take a steady breath in. Open the mouth, let it out. With care, inhale, reach your arms overhead. Press your palms together in the air. Exhale, cinch in your waist. As you inhale, get taller. As you exhale, lean to the right and soften your shoulders down and away from the ears. Inhale, lift through center. Exhale, tip to the other side. One more each side. Breathe in to lift. Slowly tilt. Inhale up. And exhale over. As you inhale, lift back up through center. As you exhale, fold forward, soft knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank, top of a push-up position. Hands underneath the shoulders with fingers wide and active, so you're pushing the floor away, doming your upper back. And as you kick your heels back, there's a long line from the shoulders to the heels, supported by the squeeze of the thighs, the squeeze of the belly, and the push through all 10 fingers. Take one more deep breath in. Option with the knees down or not to lower slowly for 3. Elbows point back and touch the ribs for 2. And then go all the way down to the floor for 1. Point your toes back. Inhale, chest lifts, hands lift, cobra. Squeeze your shoulder blades back and down. Exhale, lower your hands and your forehead. 2 more. Inhale, lift your chest and your hands. Press your toenails down. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Squeeze your elbows back. Exhale, slowly set it down. Your way back to down dog. You could go through up dog, plank, child's pose, tabletop, anywhere that feels right for you. And when you find downward facing dog, activate your fingers. Center in your breath. Big inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, bend both knees, look forward. Exhale, step walk or hop feet to the top. Halfway lift, big spacious inhale. Smooth exhale folds you in. Inhale, stand, reach up tall. Exhale, hands to heart, pause. A centering breath in, a clearing breath out. Inhale, arms reach. Maybe a little back bend, squeeze your butt cheeks to open the front of your hips. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift, now pause. Place your left fingertips down underneath your face. Bend your left knee a little. As you inhale, reach your right hand out away from you, like out in front of you, and then up to the sky. So you're making a big circle with your arm. Exhale, reach back towards your right hip, and then down towards the ground. 2 more big circles. Inhale, right hand forward and then up. Lean back into your shoulders to open your chest. Exhale, back and down. 1 more, smooth and fluid. Inhale to lift. Exhale to reach back and down. Same other side. Right knee soft, right fingers plant. Inhale, left hand reaches forward and up. Reveal your chest to the side. Exhale, back and down. 2 more. Inhale, reach forward and up. Puff your chest. Exhale, reach back and down. Keep your belly firm. 1 more. Reach as far forward and then up as you can. And then send it back and down. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank, top of a push-up. Hands under shoulders, heels kick back strong. Option to stay here. Push the floor away. Option to drop the knees down. Or come with me. Inhale, right leg hovers. Exhale, right knee taps right elbow. Push the floor away, dome the upper back. Inhale, right leg kicks back, hover. Exhale, right knee, left elbow tap. Inhale, kick it back, hover. Last one, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, kick back, hover. Inhale, left leg, you've got this. Left knee, left elbow tap. Inhale, kick back, hover. Exhale to the right elbow, squeeze. Inhale, push back. Last one, knee to left elbow. Can you push the floor away? Inhale, kick back, knees down. Exhale to lower slowly, all the way down. Inhale, chest lifts, hands lift. Exhale, lower down. This time, reach your hands out in front of you. As you inhale, lift your chest and your arms. As you exhale, cactus your elbows wide. Now stay there, breathe in, lift the chest. Exhale, push the pelvis and the toenails down. Take 1 more heart lifting breath in. Exhale, lower it all down to the floor. Any way you want to go to downward facing dog, through plank, through up dog, through child's pose. Eventually we meet in downward facing dog, hips up and back. Full breath in, clearing exhale breath. Inhale, bend both knees, look forward. Exhale, step walk or a little hop, feet to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, deep folds. Inhale, stand, reach up, maybe a little back bend, butt squeezes. Exhale, fold. Keep centering on your breath, calming yourself. Inhale, halfway lift. Take your time, your flow. Plant your hands. High plank to low plank. To up dog or cobra, thighs tight. And then use your belly to pick your hips up to downward facing dog through any transitions you choose. To the quality of presence that you create. And how do you do that here? Take 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. Active fingers, right leg lifts, breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrist, push the floor away. Inhale, leg to sky. Exhale to the left elbow. Inhale to the sky. 1 more time, knee to nose, step through, runner's lunge. Hands on fingertips, blocks, or books. See if you can make your back leg super straight and strong. Front knee directly on top of the ankle. And think about up dog, scooping the chest forward and the shoulders back and down to create space. Take a slow breath in. Exhale to pyramid. Start to straighten your front leg any amount. Back heel stays lifted. Feet stay in the same position. Inhale, bend your front knee. Heart opens forward. Exhale, pike your hips back. Squeeze the belly tight. 1 more. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten, fold. This time, inhale, bend your front knee, pause in runner's lunge. Strong through the back leg, strong through the belly, so you've got that centered strength. And then as you inhale, reach your right hand out in front of you and then up to the sky, big circles again. Exhale, right hand back and down. 2 more, right hand forward and up, lean back into your shoulder. Exhale it back and down. This time, inhale, forward and up, drop your back knee down, and then flip in reverse. Right hand to back hip or thigh, left hand to the sky. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Zip in through your belly. Take 1 more breath in. Roll the right shoulder back as you breathe out. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, cactus your elbows, shoulder blades squeeze back and down. Inhale, reach your arms up, lift out of your lunge a little. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Exhale, sink in, elbows wide. 2 more. Inhale, reach up, lift up. Exhale, zip your belly, squeeze your butt cheek, bend your elbows. 1 more, lift. And sink. Now pause here. Pull the belly button in and up even more so you feel supported and centered. And then interlace your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And if you can, take your fist away from your lower back to find more space to the chest. Coming through a little bit of movement, so if you'd like more stability, tuck your back toes. Take a big breath in, heart lifting. Pull the belly in, half Hanuman, straighten your front leg, lift your front toes, and fold. With breath, inhale, bend your front knee, lift your chest. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. 1 more with breath. Inhale, lift. Can you keep your belly firm as you exhale, straighten and fold? And then pause here. Option to release the hands down. Notice if you're curling in towards yourself. See if instead you can stay more open, heart tips forward and up, spine lengthening, heart opening. And find that calm in your breath at your heart center. Take 1 more breath in. Lizard lunge, hands inside the front foot as you bend the front knee, maybe right foot to the right, maybe right knee to the right, tight right ankle, maybe tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Whatever feels good there, explore it for a few breaths. You can even turn it into a twist, right hand to right thigh to open the chest, or right hand to the sky to find more space. Explore your body and your breath here. In this way, it's like, what does this moment have to offer? What's the lesson here? Or what's something that I can use to my advantage to grow, to practice connecting, to practice opening, to grow into the person that I'm becoming? Use each moment to your advantage when you stay present. Take 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. If you haven't already, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, look forward, breathe in. Yogi squat, left foot outside, left hand, hips down, hands to heart. You can move a little. You can sit on a block or a book or a pillow. Take a moment to settle. Heart lifts. Recalibrate to the breath. 1 more breath in. Long breath out. Now you can stay here and you can move a little if you want. You can roll through the shoulders, just something that feels good. If you're feeling feisty and you want to play with a little crow, bring your hands down to the mat. Fingers wide, directly under the shoulders. It's all about the fingers in crow. Squeeze them out. Knees go to the back of the armpits. And give yourself this opportunity to play with just leaning the weight into the fingers. You need to lean forward so that you can balance out the weight of the hips and the legs. Leaning forward, looking forward, using the hands, fingers active, pressing the floor away so that you've got the activation around the wrists to use as that little fulcrum point that maybe 1 foot lifts, maybe both, but keep pushing the floor away, doming the upper back and squeezing the mat with your fingertips. Take 1 more breath. Yogi squats, hands down, hips up, fold. Step back for a flow. Crows, if you like, get a little bit of trajectory of the feet going up and back, and take a little jump back to flow. We all meet in down. When you're ready, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in, long breath out. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, left knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, left leg to sky. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, rock forward, press your fingers. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, push the floor away and step through. Runner's lunge on fingertips. Breathe in, heart forward. Stay, squeeze the belly in and kick the right heel back. Can you feel that proud chest sensation lingering in this feeling of breathing deeply? Take one more breath in. As you exhale, pyramid, hips lift, feet stay where they are. Just start to straighten your front leg and fold. Inhale, bend your front knee. Exhale, straighten your front leg any amount, hips pike back. Last one, breathe in, forward. And breathe out back. This time, inhale, bend your front knee. Let your right hand stay where it is, and as you inhale, left hand reaches in front of you and then up to the sky, chest opens. Exhale, reach back and down. 2 more big circles. Left hand forward and up. Exhale it back and down. Last one, up. And then drop your back knee, flip in reverse. Left hand to hip or thigh. Right hand to the sky. Keep grounding through the lower body. Centering through the breath. And drawing the belly in for both centering and support. Take one more breath in. Empty the exhale. Inhale, reach up, low lunge. Exhale, cactus the elbows as you squeeze your right butt cheek and sink in. Inhale, reach up, lift up. Exhale, sink in, bend your elbows. One more. Lift. Sink. Interlace hands behind the lower back. Maybe opposite thumb on top if you can remember which one you did. Roll the shoulders back and down. Squeeze the butt and belly. Maybe the fist drifts back. If you need extra support, tuck your back toes. Take a full body inhale. Exhale, half Hanuman, straighten your front leg, lift your front toes. With breath. Inhale, bend your front knee, heart open. Exhale, straighten and fold. Keep your belly squeezing the whole time. One more. Bend to lift. Exhale, fold to straighten and pause. Can you find length in the spine? A puff through the chest as the shoulders roll back. And length even in the back of the neck. Can you let the left knee soften just a touch? With the left toes flex firmly back towards you even more. Take one more generous breath in. And then turn it into the lizard lunge. Bend your front knee, hands inside the left foot. Your variation of lizard. You can twist. Keep your left ankle tight. You can lift your back knee. Movement. Definitely breath. Tune in. Don't tune out. Practice what it's like to recenter, especially after movement. Reset. Take one more breath. And then nice and slowly look forward. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Step your right foot outside your right hand, yogi squat. Hips down, hands to heart. Now, yogi squat is more than enough. It's an incredibly beneficial pose for opening the hips, for finding space. It even helps with digestion, apparently. So you can stay here, cool. Or if you wanted to have one more play at crow, you can even put a pillow out in front of your face if you're still in that fear mode of worrying about smashing your face on the ground. Hey, fair enough, chuck a pillow underneath. But just play with creating these new pathways. Who knows what's going to happen? It's uncertain. Sometimes all of us fall. But what is it like to just practice the courage of exploring the unknown? Wide, active fingers, hands shoulder width apart, knees to the armpits or just the outside of the arms. Start to lift the hips, zip the belly in like your belly button lifting is going to be the thing that gives you the lift of the feet. Let the gaze come just a little forward, but more than that, press the fingers. Lift the upper back, zip the belly. Either stay, play. If you're in yogi squat, forward fold, step back to take a flow. If you're in crow, grip the fingers more, and then shoot the feet up and back. Land with bent elbows. Lift your heart through, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Recenter on your breath. Big inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee to left elbow tap at once. Inhale, leg to sky. Exhale to the left elbow for fallen triangle. Take the right foot over to the left, to the wood floor, or a little bit lifted. Pivot your back heel down, reach your left hand up. If your foot's planted, turn your chest more open. And if it's lifted, press deeper through the right hand. Wherever you are, one more breath in fallen triangle. And then three-legged dog, right knee to chest, and then up to the sky as the left hand lands. Take a breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, step your foot through, warrior two. Back heel pivots down, arms open wide. Take a steady breath in. Go deeper, breathe out. Inhale, reverse triangle, right hand up, right leg straightens. Exhale, warrior two. Two more like that. Reverse triangle, breath in. Warrior two, sink deep, breath out. One more lift. Warrior two, exhale. Reach forward, breathe in. Side angle, right elbow to thigh, left hand to the sky. Take it into a half bind, left hand to the lower back. If right hand down to the ground feels accessible without closing the chest, feel free. If a full bind is there for you, reach your right hand under to make a connection to the left hand or left wrist. For wherever you are, push into the groundedness of your feet. Find your feeling of being here. Breathe, centering and calm through each active breath. Find yourself here. Practice steadying yourself from within. Take one more breath in. One more breath out, releasing any binds. Reverse triangle as you breathe in. And half moon, take your time. Ardha Chandrasana, right hand out in front of the right foot and down to the ground. Left leg lifts up. Left hand can be on the hip or at the sky. Push down into the right foot. Kick through the left leg and find space through your chest. Just a practice of balance. What does it feel like to practice coming back to center? Take one more breath. Standing splits. Hands down, left toes up. Push the right foot down. Point the left toes higher. Stay. Any variation, welcome. As you push the right heel, lift the left leg, zip the belly. You can press both hands, do a little handstand, be very careful at home. Or maybe you peel open the left leg, bend the left knee, you can even reach the right hand for the foot. You could do a little taps, knee to calf, really powering up through the left glute, the butt cheek, as you kick the left leg high. You've got two more breaths to play with your variation. Take one more breath in. Exhale, crescent lunge. Left toes to the back of the mat, both hands lift to the sky. Then eagle wrap, right elbow under, left elbow over. Hold your shoulders or your palms. As you inhale, lift your elbows and lean your upper back back. As you exhale, curl your elbows to belly and then start to straighten the front leg, but keep your chest relatively lifted. Inhale, bend your front knee, elbows lift, lean back. Exhale, elbows to belly, straighten the front leg. One more. Inhale, open, lift your elbow. Exhale, curl in, pause. Inhale, crescent lunge, arms lift, front knee bends. Interlace your hands behind your back. Breathe in, open your heart. If you can, extend your fist back behind you, squeeze your left butt cheek, re-center on your breath. Take one more in. Exhale, pivot your back heel down like a warrior foot. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, humble warrior. Right shoulder inside the right thigh. Fist lifting. You might need to take the right foot further to the right or turn the left toes more forward. When you stay here to notice what's happening, find ways to ground yourself more. Using each moment, whatever is present, to find that sense of ease and connection with your breath. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, release your hands to the floor. Inhale, right leg lifts up and out. Bend the knee, peel the hip. Take one more breath. Exhale, knee to nose, step your foot through. Crescent lunge, one more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, arrowhead, lean forward, reach back. Almost done, you got this. Left knee to chest, come to stand. And then point your left knee straight down. Dancer's pose. Take your left hand to the left ankle. If you want to reach for the inside, make sure you turn your thumb back, chest open. Reach for the foot, zip through the belly, and anchor through your right foot. Right hand lifts and pause. Balance doesn't come perfectly every time. It's an opportunity to practice how we center, how we ground, how we find balance. So take your time. Notice if you squeeze your belly more, that centered strength might give you a sense of balance. If you focus your gaze, it might give you more ease. If you take your time with your breath and be gentle with yourself, maybe the whole process becomes a little easier. Take 2 more breaths. You've got this. Breathe in. Good. Gently release. Left knee to chest. You've got this. Last little bit of fun. Chair pose. Left foot meets the right. Big toes together. Bend your knees. Interlace your hands behind your back. Lift and wiggle your toes. Let the weight go into your heels. Take a deep breath in. Sit lower. Exhale. Last pose this side. Inhale, left knee to chest. Keep your bind if you can. Exhale, kick the leg behind you like warrior 3. Right foot plugging in for balance, stability. Can you start to lift your fist? Tip your heart forward. You're in toppling tree. Left toes pointing up. Fist lifting up. You've got this. One more breath. Standing splits, hands down. And a little spirit dive. If you haven't done it before, have a look at the screen. As you swing your left leg up, the right foot is going to jump back. You might take a few jumps or one, and then you take a flow. When you're ready, left leg swings up to pop your right foot up. Land, flow, or step back. We meet in downward facing dog. Down dog, breath in. Emptying, exhale. You've got this. One more side. Left leg up, breathe in. Left knee, right elbow, tap, breathe out. Leg to sky, inhale. Fallen triangle, knee to right elbow. Kick the foot to the right. Back heel down, right hand lifts. You know your options. Left foot down, heart open. Or left foot lifted, left hand pressing deeper. One more breath. 3-legged dog. Right hand down, left leg up. Breathe in. Step through, warrior 2. Left foot grounds, right heel plants. Arms go wide. You've got this. Recenter in your breath. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, warrior 2. Use your practice. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, warrior 2 to find your center. Last one. Breathe in, reverse. Exhale, warrior 2. Reach forward. Inhale. Side angle. Half bind. Right hand to the lower back. Full bind is welcome. Left hand to the floor is welcome. But the whole practice is meant to open up your sense of connection. So keep your chest open to breathe deeply, using the breath to find centering and calm. Imagine whatever situation you end up in this class or in your day, that you could come back to that feeling of being grounded in yourself. There's nothing you couldn't do. Practice it here. Take a full breath in. Long breath out. Reverse triangle, releasing any binds. Inhale up and back. Preparing for half moon. Left hand in front of the left foot. Right leg kicks back. Right hand, hip or sky. Zip in the belly. Kick through both heels. And find that feeling of balancing from the middle. Not from the ground, not from the back leg. Balance from your core. Belly zips. One more breath. Standing splits, hands down, right toes point up. Your variation. You've got this. With your hands planted, you can keep your elbows straight, push the floor away, and take a little hop. Click the left knee to the chest. You could tap the right knee to the left calf a few times and really squeeze the right butt cheek as it goes up. Or you could bend the right knee, reach the left hand back, and really open up through the hip. Whatever you're doing, you've got 2 more breaths to do what you need to do. One more breath in. Crescent lunge, right toes to the back of the mat, hands lift up. Once you're here, eagle wrap, left elbow under, right arm over, shoulders over palms. Inhale, lift the elbows, lean back, squeeze your right butt cheek. Exhale, elbows to belly, and then straighten the front leg. Inhale, bend the knee, lift your elbows. Exhale, curl in, straighten. Last one, lift. Curl. Crescent. Bend your front knee, lift your arms. Interlace behind your back. Opposite thumb, opposite interlace. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Breathe in. Pivot your back heel down for humble. Left foot to the left, chest lifts. Bow, left shoulder inside the left thigh. You might turn your right toes forward or walk the left foot a little to the left. Can you ground in both feet? Can you find calm in your breath? Can you be just here, noticing how incredibly powerful you are and how incredibly calming a smooth breath can be? Take 2 more breaths. One more breath in. Release your hands down, 3-legged dog. Inhale, left leg lifts up and out. Bend and peel, give it a big breath. Recalibrate to breathing deeply. You've got this. Exhale, knee to nose, step through. Crescent lunge one more time. Inhale up. Exhale, arrowhead. You've got this. Last little bit of fun. Right knee to chest, stand up. Dancer's pose, Natrajasana. Right knee down. Right hand reaches down, inside or outside of the ankle. Left hand up. Now pause. Pull your belly in. Find your centering there. Breathe deeply into the chest as you puff it open. And keep the zip of the belly to support the lower back. So as you kick and open, you practice centering without killing yourself, without smashing yourself, without hurting yourself. You can stay opening if you're grounded in your center. You can find space if you're connecting to what's right for you. So find it here. 2 more breaths. Last breath in. Exhale, right knee to chest, come to stand. You've got this last bit of fun. Chair pose, big toes to touch. Heels a little apart. Pause, breathe in. Belly firm, interlace your hands behind your lower back. You've got this. Trust yourself, center yourself, calm yourself, breathe in. Exhale, stand up, left knee or right knee to chest. With the right knee in, take a breath in, and then kick it back like warrior 3. Stay or start to tip forward. Chest coming down towards the ground, head coming down towards the ground. Fists lifting up to the sky. Right toes lift up. Fist lifts up. Gravitate your attention into your breath. 2 more, you've got this. Breathe in. Press the left foot down, breathe out, last breath in. Good, hands to the mat. 1 more little spirit dive. So push the floor away a lot, dome your upper back. As your right foot kicks up, left foot jumps back. Bend your elbows. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo, that was fun. Take a big breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Chest roll. Reach your right hand to the right, in line with your right shoulder. Maybe bend your right elbow. Place your left hand underneath your left shoulder and roll your left hip and shoulder open. You can stay here. You can step your left foot behind. Give yourself just a few breaths to open up through the chest, to soften into the breath. How do you find center? How do you come back to calm? Take one more long inhale. Soften into your exhale. And then slowly unwind back to center. Give yourself a little wriggle. And then set up for the other side. Left arm to the left, in line with the left shoulder. You can bend your elbow. Left cheek down on the mat. Then press your right hand to roll your right hip and shoulder open. Knees can be together, right foot can step behind. Do what makes most sense for you. And then let yourself open up and settle in. You know, this practice of being okay with uncertainty was always kind of the goal of the yoga practice. It's one of the main tenets, because this attachment to being in control of knowing what's going to happen only causes suffering. I'm sure you know what I mean. Thinking that you can control people, situations, outcomes is futile at best. It causes a sense of disharmony. But when you start to accept that things are uncertain, it gives you the freedom to let go of needing to figure it all out and needing to control it. Like, who knows how long we're going to be in this pose or in this situation that we're in the world. Things are changing every moment and no one can predict. But here you can center on your breath and you can use this moment to your advantage. You can use each moment to solidify the way that you come back to your center, so that you deepen your ability to do that in any situation. So take 2 more breaths to find your center and to find calm in your breath. And then slowly, gently unwind back down onto your chest. Take a little moment laying on the belly. And then roll over onto your back. Nice and easy. As you make your way onto your back, kick your legs up to the sky, kick your arms up to the sky, reach your arms up to the sky. Take a little shake, arms and legs, roll through the wrists and the ankles, kick, maybe bring your feet back towards you. Look, you can walk on the ceiling, dancing on the ceiling. It's such a good song. I should put that in my next playlist. Do anything that feels good. And then left foot down, right ankle, left thigh, figure 4, just like we started, but a little different. Stay or interlace hands on the left leg. Just maybe 3 or 4 breaths to find some space in the hips. So use each breath here fully. Like the inhale could open up all the way down into the hips. And the exhale could soften from the hips to the heels to the crown. 1 more breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, knees to the left for your twist. Any formation of the legs. Shoulders heavy. Breath deep. 1 more in. 1 more out. Inhale, unwind back to center. Left ankle, right thigh. Figure 4, stay. Or knees towards you, hands interlace. A little wriggle always feels good, or maybe you just stay still and breathe. Keep practicing being here in this moment, knowing that the future rarely comes how we think it will. So you might as well just stay here in this moment and take what it has for you. As you're ready, inhale, arms to a T. Twist knees to the right. Shoulders heavy, face relaxed. Center on your breath. Last inhale. Stay for the exhale breath. As you inhale back to center, take any final movements that you crave in your practice. A back bend, an inversion, a little happy baby. You do you. And when you're ready to surrender into your final resting pose, send your legs long, heels wide, palms by your sides open, and rest. Who knows what the day will bring, but you do know that you are here in this moment now. And this moment offers you an opportunity for rest, so absorb it fully. If you spend each moment looking for the lessons, there's always some benefit to any moment. In times of uncertainty, we learn how to ground into our internal space, to center on our breath, to find that easy sense of presence. But here, just let that all integrate as you drift into the space between sleep and awake. And I'll let you know when it's time to come back out, knowing that we'll finish in less than an hour so you can get back to your day. Soften and rest. If you have more time, please stay. If you're ready, start to reinvigorate with deeper breath, a little bit of movement, stretch, wriggle, reach, and then hug your knees to your chest and take one more moment to solidify that feeling of appreciation. Grateful for your body, your breath, this tool of connection that you just spent an hour deepening. Take a moment to appreciate everything you have and everything you are. And then bring that appreciation with you to a seat. Rocking over to a side or up. And eventually, as you find a seated position to finish, bring your hands to your heart center. Thank you sincerely to all of you for choosing to spend an hour of your day connecting to yourself, and for sharing that connection virtually with myself and everyone else in our beautiful and incredible community. I'm constantly humbled by the sense of connection that I feel deeply from every single one of you. So thank you all for joining me, and from my heart to yours, namaste. Thanks, yogis. Have a beautiful